Lajitas, Terlingua, Presidio, far west Texas. It's the last frontier, a place where we who live in these harried and troubled times in front of the often unnoticed backdrop of mythical Texas, we can come to bring that backdrop right into the foreground. Here, we can gather to remember those immutable souls who once carved a sovereign nation out of the plains and the deserts and the mountains and the forest and the seacoast of this sacred land. Right here, we can shut out the white noise of city life, the constant satellite drone of bad news and the day-to-day worries. Here, in the last frontier, we can gather to enjoy the music that is indigenous and so unique to this great Lone Star State. For years, people have asked, what is it about Texas music? I think the answer is that Texas is not just a place where great music is made, it is a reason that great music is made. So today, enjoy the music. Have a great Texas Independence Day weekend, and God bless Texas! Thank you very much. That was the Flying A's. They'll be up a little later on, did the national anthem for you. Here's our good friend and yours, a lady who worked very hard to put this thing together with me and many other people here at Miss Anita Gaughan.
Well, all right, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We're the Dill Hickles. We're going to be playing some original music for you. We're a father and son team with our good friends Laird Considine and Charlotte Tier sitting in with us tonight. All the music that you're about to hear, we wrote about this area and these people and our occasional run-in with Texas law enforcement.
To be free, it's a way I want my life to be. what would you hear? What would it be like 100 or 150 years ago to live right here on this crossing? Welcome to the Badlands where the wine and tequila flows. It's a sleepy town on the Rio Grande next door to Mexico. Well, it's the old Comanche War Trail, Pancho Villa used it too. And there's holes in the wall of the general store where the Wild West bullets flew. They called him Blackjack Persian. He's a general in command of a cavalry post full of buffalo soldiers in the hot West Texas sand. And there was dust in the air and blood on the ground, fire in the sky and a rumbling sound. The coyote howls, the warrior cries, don't ignore the danger signs. Loaded gun beside the bed, don't sleep too sound or you'll be dead. Texas Rangers are leather tough, bad outlaws that take your stuff. Rattlesnakes and mountain lions, don't ignore the danger signs. So welcome to the Badlands. It looks kind of peaceful now, cause the Texas Rangers and the Buffalo Soldiers held the line and stood their ground. It's open now to the tourist trade. I'll watch them come and go. But before you leave our peaceful town, there's a few things you should know. See, there was dust in the air and blood on the ground, fire in the sky and a rumbling sound. A coyote howls, a warrior cries, don't ignore the danger signs. Loaded gun beside the bed, don't sleep too sound or you'll be dead. Texas Rangers are leather tough and bad outlaws that take your stuff. The rattlesnakes and mountain lions, don't ignore the danger signs. They had Apaches and Vaqueros, Comanches and Comancheros. There was a cactus called the Desert Rose, and the list goes on for who knows. So welcome to the Badlands where the wine and tequila flows. It's a sleepy town on the Rio Grande next door to Mexico. Thank you.
Seems to be alright. Oh man, what a great night in Texas. Friends of mine call this place paradise. I might agree, but this one thing kind of perplexes me. See, I thought in paradise everything was nice. Somewhere, somebody Texas. I got no burdens, I got no heavy loads. I'm packing a lunch, couldn't really say which way. My next step is to spend this day looking for some horny toads. Right here in Texas, somewhere in Texas. Right here in Texas. Somewhere in Texas. All right, Lahanas, Texas.
Esa noche en el amor me robaste mi corazón. Andamos en la arena, tú y yo, mano a mano, mano a mano, como amor creciente un beso, como no las estrellas estaban brillantes y la noche estaba joven. Tuvimos uno al otro, oh, que no terminar nada, no terminar nada, como amor creciente un beso, como no como amor creciente un beso, como no aguardamos, como no aguardamos. on an album over there at the station. I wrote that, thank you.
He's got a lot of hands. Had a Dairy Queen one summer in a far west Texas town. The girl was all of 16, she was woman, pound for pound. Slipping dollars in the jukebox, playing ZZ Top and Merle, sipping lemon Dr. Peppers with my sweet West Texas girl. We'd step out into the desert sun and curse where we came from. Then we'd ride to the Rio Grande and we'd try our hands at love. The more I think about it, the less I understand. You grab a hold of something good, it'll slip right through your hands. Will you catch me if I fall? Or will you sit and watch me crawl through fire and the burning sand all the way to Monahans? Those rich boys from the west side drive their brand new shiny cars. I can't blame them sons of bitches. They was raised to make life hard on us sons of honest working men, the ones that grease the wheels. Well, she hitched a ride to the cheating side on a brokered sweetheart deal. I saw her cruising down to Crossroads. She was laughing as she waved. I went down to the Rio Grande with a six-pack and my 12 gauge. The more I think about it, the less I understand. You grab a hold of something good, it'll slip right through your hands. Will you catch me if I fall? Or will you sit and watch me crawl through fire and the burning sand all the way to Monahans? It's the same old scene at the Dairy Queen in a far west Texas town. Now there's a girl all of 18, but you could tell she'd been around. She was hugging on her boyfriend while she was giving me the eye. And then she slid past my table, said, honey, I can make you smile. Her boyfriend pulled a knife on me, said, don't go messing with my girl. I said, you tend to your own business, son, I'm listening to Merle. The less I think about it, the more I understand. You grab a hold of something good, it'll slip right through your hands. Who will catch me if I fall? Who will sit and watch me crawl through fire and a burning sand all the way to Monahans? Throw your heart to a black sedan and ride all the way to Monahans. On the Midland, the Big Spring, Abilene, Weatherford, all the way to Fort Worth.
That's good.
I'll be here, y'all come on.
Here's the Flying A's. There we go.
Blacktop back road, doesn't matter where we go as long as we're going anywhere.
white lines, passing city limit signs, don't know where we're heading, and we really don't care. Rolling on, rolling on, rolling on. Original music right there.
Thank you.
So we're the Flying Ace from South Austin. It sure is a pleasure to be here. If this ain't God's country, I don't know what is.
I got the flag.
It is amazing out here. And it's such a treat to be here to get to share some music and hear so many other great artists.
You could have walked around the world. The Studebaker and the Pontiac, Cadillac and Ford, some will be recycled and some will be restored. But somebody's got you thinking that the best way to survive is just to drive, drive, drive. But I'm here to tell you, friends, if things haven't gone too far, don't lay your treasures up in some big shiny car. 'Cause with less money than you've wasted and less time than it took to make it, you could have walked around the world. You could have walked through the jungle, seen Victoria Falls. You could have seen the pyramids or the Taj Mahal. You could have seen the Holy Land, put yourself in Jesus' shoes. You could have walked around the world. You could have walked around the world. You could have walked around the world. You could have seen the Holy Land, put yourselves in Jesus' shoes. You could have walked around the world. You could have walked beside some river and watched the sunlight melt the frost. Could have slept out under the northern lights or the Southern Cross. You could have danced with the danger, made good friends out of total strangers. You could have walked around the world. You could have learned how to heal instead of making people sick. You could have learned firsthand just what it is that makes somebody tick. You could have talked with masters instead of jabbering with fools. You could have walked around the world. You could have walked around the world. You could have walked around the world. You could have talked with masters instead of arguing with fools. You could have walked around the world. You could have leaned straight into the face of 4 strong winds instead of driving around town collecting useless odds and ends. Instead of going nowhere, you could have lived a life of destinations. You could have walked around the world. You could have climbed the Eiffel Tower and seen the lights of gay Paris. Watch little dogs fight for power up in Washington, D.C.
Thank you. May I enlist the assistance of some musicians back there hiding out in the boondocks? Where is everybody? Yeah.